Here is why you should be terrified of Kim Jong-un's sister. This is the most ruthless woman in North Korea. Her name is Kim Yo-jong. As the sister of Kim Jong-un, she's next in line to lead North Korea. For a long time, she was head of North Korea's propaganda department, and now she manages Kim Jong-un's security. Many analysts suspect that she is actually the brains behind the regime. Kim Jong-un is more of a figurehead, but she is a key advisor making the real decisions. She's present at almost every public appearance Kim Jong-un ever makes. In 2020, she threatened to destroy the border liaison office between North and South Korea, and just a few days later, the building exploded. She is said to be even more aggressive than Kim when it comes to missiles and South Korea. If something happens to Kim, then this woman will take over and rule with an iron fist. That is until Kim Jong-un's kids are old enough to lead. This is how Kim Jong-un could be removed. How could the dictator of North Korea be removed, and who would replace him? If Kim Jong-un passed away from natural causes, his daughter would replace him. Her name is Ju-ae and she's only 10 years old, but she's next in line to rule North Korea, and Kim Jong-un already seems to be preparing her for the role, taking her to parades and even missile launches. Another possible successor is Kim Jong-un's sister, Kim Yo-jong. She already makes many big government decisions in North Korea. For example, ordering the blowing up of a South Korean diplomatic building. She is said to hate the USA even more than Kim Jong-un. Another possibility is Kim Jong-un may be couped by his own military, in which case Ri Pyong-chol would take over. He is the highest ranking member of the North Korean military, and has been around ever since Kim Jong-il was in power. That's Kim Jong-un's dad. Alternatively, another country like the USA may coup North Korea, in which case they'd likely put in one of their own puppet leaders. You won't believe what Kim Jong-un did to his ex-girlfriend. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is married to a woman named Ri Sol-ju, but when he was a teenager, this was his girlfriend. This is Hyun Song-wol, a singer from North Korea. But in 2013, it was reported she had been executed. This was for appearing in some inappropriate films. And many even said that Ri Sol-ju, Kim Jong-un's current wife, may have ordered this. But here's where things get weird. A year after she was reported executed, Hyun Song-wol appeared on TV. However, many say this was simply an old tape, and they may have put this out to make people think she's still alive. What do you think? Is Kim Jong-un's ex-girlfriend alive or not? Photos North Korea wants deleted from the internet. This photo shows Pyongyang, North Korea at night. It may not look controversial, but you'll notice there's no lights. That's because North Korea sometimes can't provide electricity. This image shows a man collecting grass to eat. Many people in North Korea don't have enough food, which is why some resort to eating grass. This photo shows North Korean soldiers hitchhiking on an empty road. North Korea would never admit this, but they don't have enough cars to transport soldiers. Also, most people can't afford to drive, which is why there's so few cars on the roads. There are so few cars, kids often walk around and play in the roads. It sounds surprising, but this photo is illegal. Current and past North Korean leaders are very highly revered. Because of this, it's illegal to photograph the back of one of them, which is why tourists are only allowed to take photos from the front of these statues. Videos sneaked out of North Korea. This footage shows a North Korean man swimming 6 hours to get into South Korea. He crossed the Korean demilitarized zone, which is one of the most heavily guarded areas on Earth. He wore a diving suit and fins. He then swam for 6 hours in freezing cold water and crawled through a tunnel to come ashore in South Korea. Thankfully, the man is now safe. This video shows the harsh daily life of female North Korean soldiers. Everyone in North Korea is forced to join the army. Female soldiers have to put up fences to stop escapees, and their housing is watched over by male guards at all times. They're also forced to carry firewood and work on the farms. They're not allowed to eat any of the food from the farms. This video shows North Korean smugglers. These North Korean people went to China and then bought products to take back home. They then sell these in North Korea. They were able to do this by paying a corrupt border guard, which is actually the way that most people escape from North Korea. Crazy expensive things owned by Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un owns not one, but 3 private islands. These private islands have many mansions. There's also a harbor for Kim Jong-un's yacht, as well as a movie theater and a basketball court. Kim Jong-un also owns his own ski resort. It's a massive luxury resort that cost $30 million to build, but it has a very dark secret. Video was caught of prisoners working at the resort. These prisoners are forced to work at Kim Jong-un's ski resort. Kim Jong-un has a Mercedes Maybach limousine. North Korea is sanctioned, meaning that these shouldn't be in the country. But Kim somehow got a Maybach smuggled in. These cost around $200,000. Kim Jong-un also owns Kumsusan Palace. This is Kim Jong-un's 115,000 square foot palace. It cost over $1 billion to build, and is officially the largest building in North Korea. North Korea just imprisoned 2 teenagers for listening to K-pop. 2 North Korean teenagers have been given 12 years of hard labor. This was for watching K-pop videos. K-pop from South Korea is super popular, but it's seen as evil in North Korea and is illegal. Since 2020, all South Korean entertainment has been illegal in North Korea, including all music, movies, and books. The 2 teens were fans of K-pop stars like Blackpink and BTS, but because of this, they'll now spend the next 12 years in a labor camp, doing things like logging, mining, and farming. Kim Jong-un likely did this to send a message to young people. He is worried millennials and Gen Z have changed their way of thinking, and no longer worship Kim as much. For that reason, the trial was highly publicized, with North Korea even releasing rare video footage of the trial. At the trial, various young people were forced to watch, making sure that no one else steps out of line. It really is scary and sad the lives North Korean people have to live. North Korea just passed a new scary law. North Korea has just passed a brand new law. The law says they will launch nukes at the USA if anything happens to Kim, even if they're not sure the USA is responsible. If Kim Jong-un passes away, then nukes will be launched. This would also apply if Kim Jong-un was incapacitated. For example, if he was knocked unconscious during a war. That's because he is the North Korean military's commander-in-chief. To make things scarier, North Korea have been supporting Russia in the Ukraine conflict. Russia have bought millions of rockets and shells from North Korea. Many believe that if things escalate, North Korea could get involved in this war, potentially bringing us closer to World War III. This is how North Korean hackers steal billions of dollars. North Korea has their own hacking group known as the Guardians of Peace. They're part of the North Korean military. Its leader is Jin Park-hyuk. They started in 2009 by hacking many South Korean websites, banks, and ATMs. In 2014, they hacked Sony Pictures. That's because Sony made a movie called The Interview. In 2016, they tried to steal $1 billion from the Bank of Bangladesh. But because of a spelling error, some of the money was blocked. In 2017, they created a ransomware named WannaCry. It affected individuals, businesses, and hospitals too. In 2017, they began hacking cryptocurrency wallets and exchanges, and stole around $300 million worth of Bitcoin. And in March of 2022, they hacked a game named Axie Infinity. They stole $625 million in this hack.